everybody. It's time now to continue with Washington Week here on the Screensavers. This stop, the National Archives in downtown Washington, D.C. The archives, of course, houses the Charters of Freedom, which include the U.S. Constitution, Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence. It's important stuff, and you'd be surprised how much time and technology is put into preserving it. Take a look. When you think hacking into computers is hard, try hacking into the U.S. Constitution. Since 1776, the history behind the survival of the Declaration of Independence is amazing. These documents have recently been re-encased and protected by a team at the United States Archives. They've mixed technology with simplicity to make sure their symbolism will last forever. I'm standing in front of the Declaration of Independence. If you can make it out, we're looking at the original John Hancock signature. However, this document is fading fast. It's obviously important to preserve. So has anyone ever tried breaking in here?
Never.
I won't either. I'm here with Darlene McClurkin, Exhibition Specialist at the National Archives. Darlene, what is it that you do exactly here?
Well, I work on the curatorial staff, and every morning I come into the rotunda and check our exhibit cases, make sure everything looks good. And in some of the cases we have hygrometers, which are little meters that record the relative humidity and the temperature.
Why is it so important to keep that range so specific?
That's what our conservation staff here at the National Archives has deemed is appropriate for these textual records.
I think it's time we go talk to some of these conservators and see how they actually do it. I'm here with Kitty Mickelson, who's the senior curator at the National Archives. We're actually in one of their labs right now, and we're looking at a model of an encasement. Kitty, what exactly do you do here?
I was part of a very small team that did conservation treatment on the Constitution, the Declaration, the Bill of Rights.
Wow.
And what we have here is a corner model of the encasement of those documents. Each single leaf is displayed in the rotunda, which you saw this morning.
That's right. So all of the beautiful displays that we can get close but you can't touch, this is what it would look like if we cut it up into a piece.
Right. This is only a quarter of the whole thing. There's a central passage that's clear here, and that's actually used to allow a light beam to travel a W-shaped path. It goes in, there's a window. You see a cutaway of one of two sapphire windows. A light beam can be hooked up to go in one window. It bounces a W path through 3 different mirrors and goes out the second window.
So these beams are measuring what kind of humidity is inside?
Correct. And whether any oxygen has leaked in. The environment that we filled these encasements with is argon gas. It's an inert gas with a certain amount of humidity. We want to make sure the humidity doesn't go beyond the range that we want, and we want to make sure no oxygen has leaked in. So this is a way to determine that without opening.
With conservators like Kitty, we can rest assured that the Charters of Freedom will remain preserved through the years.
Consider how much time and energy and money has gone into saving these documents from breaking down even a little. I had asked Kitty if this kind of preservation was similar to the efforts being made right now to save the Mona Lisa, which is also deteriorating, if you've heard that in the news, and she said, yeah, although the surfaces and the materials used in these various kinds of documents are different than a painting like that, the ink is going to lift up and off without continuing intervention. It's really important to get it started now so that it's not lost for good. Now, if you missed any of the segments we've been airing this week, be sure to tune in next Tuesday, June 1st, for a special 1-hour edition of our whole trip to Washington, D.C. with a few extras you're not going to see this week. Inside the FCC labs, the NSA, National Archives, Space Shuttle, and a lot more. So check it out next Tuesday. Now, still to come on this show, amazing digital maps for your next road trip. And up next, Chuck, our next caller, is looking for more power. Can we help? Find out when the Screensavers continue.